Alright, just to. Yep, there you go. And we're live now.
So, go.
Yeah, go.
Oh God, now I'm on the spot. Welcome to the Spooky Club podcast Halloween special. Um,
I added it for effect.
Let's So what should we do first? We do our classic movie review first, like we always do.
Who's seen it,
do
first
the
of all?
what
Because
first?
I haven't, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
That'll be me and for we've seen it, plus some other people, but they can't be here at the minute.
Okay.
Oh, I feel like we should leave the movie review for when a few more people are here. I feel like that's something we need a bigger group for.
Okay. Well,
I have arrived.
hello.
Hello.
Greetings.
I
Hello.
got this app for horror stories. We want to start like
Oh yeah.
doing some scary stories. I got a bunch. You got best novels, creepy stories, ghost stories, personal experiences, true horror stories, myths, evil spirits, paranormal activity, scary as hell, strange mysteries, supernatural, natural, weird, sinful thoughts, sinister events, user experience, and user experience 2. What one would you like to choose?
Oh gosh, it's too much choice.
Am I the only one who heard strange and mysterious and immediately had an Invader Zim acid flashback?
No,
Mysterious
No.
mysteries of strange mystery.
no,
Chickenfoot.
there is actually
Legend or menace?
Yeah.
I used to think sharks were my friend. I know better now. I love, and the not scientifically possible. He just like yeets across the hall. He looked before they said anything. His God, I have not had enough caffeine.
I wish I knew more quotes from that show.
I have a mighty need
Yeah, there
I
is.
have a
for a lot of coffee. Oh God, the NSFW channel.
Oh gosh.
Oh God, there's so much. I haven't been looking at it, and it's just sort of like
There's
collected.
so much. There's so much.
Can we not
Oh
look
my!
at? Can
The
we not
furs.
Of course, there's gonna be furries. People are weird. Yes, there is a category called strange mysteries. Do you want me to read from that?
I'm gonna go grab a drink.
Sure.
Yeah. Let's get the ball rolling.
Oh God, advert.
Have you encountered a strange mystery? Call this number now.
Alright, I'm just gonna.
Let's get this roll balling. I mean, damn it.
Alright, here we go. Let's see. It's a very, very short one, so I might have to choose a lot more. Your life is a movie. There's a movie theater in downtown Phoenix, Arizona, that only plays movies from 1987. If you pay for free tickets and buy a large popcorn, then they will play a film that shows you your future. If you watch the entire film completely, you will have the sleeping problems for the rest of your life.
What is my incentive to go watch this movie now, knowing that? Sounds horrible.
Okay, that's the whole point.
Hmm.
So pretty much watching your whole life go in front of your eyes by a movie, and then you you would have a.
Oh, like future, so you can see a future or
Yeah, it's
your life
your,
up to that point.
It's your whole life. Your whole life. If you watch it, then you'll have sleeping problems for the rest of your life, knowing that that's going to happen.
Yeah, it's true.
Alrighty, here's another one. In the mirror, normally you sleep soundly, but the thunderstorm raging outside is stirring you from your sleep. You begin to doze, then another crash jolts you awake. The cycle lasts most of the night, so you lay there, eyes open and outward, looking at your room stretched out before you in ogling shadows. Your eyes move from the nameless object to object until you reach your mirror, sit and adjust to you across the room. Suddenly, a flash of lightning and the mirror flickers in illumination. For a scant second, the mirror reveals to you dozens of faces, silhouettes within its frame, mouths open and eyes blackened. They stare at you, their black pupils fixed upon your face. Then it's done. Are you sure of what you have seen? Unsettled, you don't sleep for the rest of the evening. The next morning, you remove the mirror from your wall and toss it in the trash. It doesn't matter if the vision you had seen was the truth or falsehood. You wanted to be rid of the mirror. In fact, you scrap every mirror in the house. Weeks passed, and the event of the night falls into passive memory. You are spending the day at a friend's house, and it's time to use the bathroom. While you're in there, the faucet starts to run without you prompting it. Taken aback by this, you do not yet act. Trying to reason with your paranoia in your mind, the water starts to steam. As the skin moisture covers the mirror up above, you watch intently as words form. Please return the mirrors. We miss you watching you sleep at night.
Oh.
Okay,
That is so creepy.
that is creepy.
Return the slab mirrors or face the curse.
Alright, yeah. Let's see. There's a bunch of these things.
Actually, sounds like the Black Mirror episode, ironically.
It does. Here's one. It's called Help Us. I don't have much time left. I'm hoping the blood will drain out of my wrists. Oh god, this is already dark.
Oh.
Okay,
Oh,
okay.
No, no.
What the fuck did I just join back to?
I'm gonna be like, nope. I might not read that one. That's actually oof. No.
Oof. Oof indeed.
Yeah, that's a massive. Oh no. No.
That's a hell no.
Next, the real monsters. When I was a little boy, I was afraid of monsters. They always lurked in the dark, places where the light didn't reach. It didn't matter how many times my father shone a flashlight in the dark corners of my closet. I knew the moment the light was gone, the monsters would come back. And they did. Then they always did. When I grew up, I learned why the real monsters didn't hide in the dark corners and closets. The real monsters are the ones that live behind your eyes, in the darkness of your mind. And it takes more than a flashlight to send them away. You'll find what you're looking for in my basement. Oh my god! She's still
Okay.
She's still alive, but the others are long dead. Oh my god.
I'm just trying to sit here, enjoy my night, eat some ice cream, and this is what I listen to?
There's more!
I hope it's not covered in strawberry
I'm
sauce.
just sitting here minding
No,
my business, and then Tenshin On shows up and decides I'm just gonna turn triangles into fucking squares.
squares!
There's more.
Seriously?
I-
Right in front of my salad?
I've kept
Oh my
it.
god. As you know DBZA.
I mean, a little bit, yes, maybe.
Okay, good. You have earned +5 respect.
I've still yet to invest
Allow
in
me
it.
to answer your question with another question. What's that? Why did you me drink this guy?
Fucking love
Lord.
that show.
Okay, yeah, pretty much the story goes on to say that he has their teeth, and I'm like, holy crap.
He's a dentist.
No.
Hey, man. Hey, I mean, you don't have a collection of teeth just sitting out in your house?
He's like a collector, and I'm like, ooh, golly. Some of these stories
Hey, man,
are a
you gotta
bit...
collect from your victims.
Does
There's some
anyone...
nice molars there. Can I have a look?
Does anyone want me to read any more of those stories, or does anyone else want to have a go?
I'd have a go if I can find one.
Go ahead.
Where do I find them?
By
I
the way,
got...
you guys can't hear my game anymore, right?
No.
I got
Good.
an app that has a bunch of horror stories. That's what I was pretty
Oh,
much
okay.
reading. You can probably find some online on Google.
Yeah. Do one more and I'll have a look. See if I can find the good one.
Ow! Oh, my teeth.
What was that? Sounded like your teeth hit something hard.
I just took a bite into the chocolate shell of this ice cream cone. And
Wow.
Sounded like it broke your teeth. Alright,
Add them to the collection.
Alright, here we go.
God, shut up.
This one is called Silence. Try this. Turn off the music. Turn off the TV. If you have to, turn off the computer. Then go to another room and sit in total silence. Do you hear that? The ringing. People say it's your brain making up a sound to explain the silence. People lied. I can't tell what is making that sound, but whatever it is, you don't want to meet it. It is trying to break through, force its way onto our plane of existence. Now try this. Repeat the first steps. Turn everything off. This time, turn the lights off too. Still hear the ringing? Better hope you do. If you don't, it's because they finally managed to break through. And no amount of running will save you.
I just have ringing because I've shot guns too often without
That's not a monster. That's just tinnitus.
Tinnitus.
Oh, here's
I can't
one.
find any.
Be like us time.
It's called Smile. You wake up today, going through your daily routines, without a second thought. At one point, you decide to spend your time coming here to read along with some obligatory journal written by some curse my dyslexia, it's a stupid long word. A scriptonist some of you may be familiar with, but none of you really truly know. Have you realized what day it is? The concept you believe to be real, what might you call time, exists in a circuit with morning and nights, days and weeks, months and years, repeating themselves, stuck on a loop. Within an infinite circle, the reason for this is that time is nothing more than a border, serving to shield their descent, malformed dimension from ours. The good are those who have built this wall. The bad are those who have been kept out. Once every so often, during this continuum, there is a scheduled lapse. A small space existed within this ring of time, a normality which would not exist if time were, in fact, a straight line. Those who idle upon the other side are your doppelgangers, your alternate selves, wearing your clothes, working your jobs, speaking your words, yet they suffer more than you do. They are the epitome of the wrongs you have committed, the proof of your corruption, the spiritual manifestation of your immortality. Lest you turn into demons yourselves, time itself allows your karmatic state to affect their spiritual instance of your own, forcing them to watch you from behind a one-way mirror to assume the blame for all you as humans have done wrong. The 11th day of the 11th month is when this mirror becomes a window, and they are given a chance to trade places. There are various accounts on what, according to a demon, is like. Some days a demon's skin is stretched taut like alien skeleton reflied through its blackened flesh, the latter rotting in ratted patches and open wounds carrying the metallic stink of diseased blood and aging corpses.
Ugh.
Others claim if you dare to look directly into their eyes, you fall victim to their mercy. Within the split second, the soulless gaze meets your own, making you bear witness to every inhumanity ever committed by humankind, every pain they themselves have ever had to endure in your place. For most demons, this retribution is enough. Your screams are its blatant satisfaction. Your terror is its ultimate joy. It is a spot for them, you see. They erase your memory of the encounter and anticipate repeating the experience next time around, wishing for you to perform evil, waiting for you to sin, corrupting them further, making their next realization the much more sweeter. For other demons, though, they decide they want more. They say demons grins once he has you completely. Once your spirit is within its grasp, the spiritual exchange is complete. It bears its misshapen teeth with its lopsided smile, whereas becomes the original, and you are forced to become its shadow. It will begin clawing through your sanity as the days pass, ripping the final verges of your reality until you assume the position of the spirit behind the wall. The only way for a human to redeem themselves is to become the demon and potentially endure 12 months of their normal spiritual insanity, waiting for their chance to reclaim the original body, waiting for them behind the borders of time. To escape such fate, some of those who have recounted the tale ended their lives shortly after they'd done so. Most have passed from insomnia. As they say, staying awake is the only way to escape the recurring, unearthly nightmares plaguing their dreams and making their breaths fall short. And there's a heck of a lot more I won't go into.
There's a lot, yeah.
I just come back to.
Wild.
The records, account, journal entries, psychologist notes, video diaries are located and burnt almost immediately after the incidents occurred. As superstitious individuals fear the curse will carry on to whoever is unfortunate enough to read the story next, tagging them to a vulnerable target for the next demonic anomaly. How much pain have you experienced in your life, human? Find out which side of time you reside. Look into a mirror and pray your reflection isn't smiling at you. I had to skip a lot because there was a heck of a lot about self-harm, and I was like, nope.
Yo, my reflection never smiled at me. I'ma kick my ass.
Mood.
Alrighty, so you got a story?
I can't find any. Let's see if I can find this app.
Sorry.
You can find some good, like, creepypastas or something. I say good. They're never that good, but I can find some maybe.
Well, I can read some true horror stories, but that'd be 10 times creepy because they're actually real. True, yeah. Alrighty, let's see. Creepy legend. A Japanese girl traveled to Taiwan on holiday. She decided to stay in a cheap hotel to save money. When she got to her room, she began to unpack. She realized that the hotel reception had given her room 66 on the 6th floor. A chill went down her spine. Technically, that was 666. While unpacking her things, she heard someone knocking the door to her room. She opened the door, but there was nobody there. She poked her head out and looked around, but she did not see anyone in the corridor. The girl figured it was just her imagination, so she shut the door and resumed unpacking. Suddenly, there was another knock on the door. This time, when she opened the door, there was a woman standing outside, wearing a red bathrobe. The strange woman was crying and shaking. She told the girl that she had accidentally locked herself out of her room. The strange woman also said that she was having problems with her husband, and she was really depressed, and something I will not say. The girl felt sorry for the strange woman, so she offered to go down to the lobby to get a replacement key for her for the hotel from the hotel reception. However, when the girl took the elevator down to the lobby, it was empty. She did not find anyone at reception. She rang the bell on the desk and waited. After a few minutes, the receptionist appeared, and the girl asked her for a replacement key for the room of the woman in the red robe. Receptionist: the woman in the red robe? What woman in the red robe? Oh, the strange woman who came to my room because she got locked out of her room. What are you talking about? We have only one guest staying on the 6th floor today, and that's you. That can't be true. Can you check again? Oh, I know. You may not believe this, but it's true. There was a horrible tragedy a few years ago. A woman was staying here. She was in room 66 on the 6th floor. The very room that you are staying in today. She and her husband split up, and she wanted to do something I shall not say. But in her madness, she decided she wanted everyone in the hotel to die with her. So she put on a white robe, and carrying a shotgun, she went from floor to floor, shooting people.
Oh god.
Oh god.
There was so much blood everywhere, it was horrible. She was insane, and there was so much blood that her white robe was stained red. Ever since that day, guests who stay on the 6th floor say they see her from time to time. The girl was speechless. The receptionist smiled as she walked out from behind the desk and pointed to a red stain on her stomach.
Was she expecting?
No,
No, it's blood, buddy.
the
It's a
receptionist
gunshot
is dead.
wound.
Oh.
She was dead.
He did.
Oh.
Does anyone else have a scary story?
I'm looking at creepypastas, and this one looks like an actual conversation online. It's really weird. I couldn't tell if it was a. It's like
Creepypastas aren't really that good anymore.
I know.
Once it got
Another-
popularized, people kind of just stopped putting any effort into it.
Yeah.
Looks around. I'm talking about myself.
Okay, I found one. It's called Dead Bart. It may or may not be good, but I'll read it if you want.
Go ahead, go for it.
Okay. So it says it takes about 4 minutes to read, so that's ideal. What voice should I do this in? Maybe like a spooky voice.
Go for it.
Finding details about this missing episode is difficult. No one who was working on the show at the time likes to talk about it. But what has been pieced together, the last episode was written entirely by Matt Groening. During production of the first season, Matt started to act strangely. He was very quiet, seemed nervous and morbid. Mentioning this to anyone who was present resulted in him getting very angry and forbidding you to ever mention it to Matt. The episode's production number was 7G44. The title was Dead Bart. In addition to getting angry, asking anyone who was on the show about this would cause them to do everything they can to stop you from directly communicating with Matt Groening. At a fan event, I managed to follow him after he spoke to the crowd, and eventually had a chance to talk to him alone as he was leaving the building. He didn't seem upset that I had followed him. Probably expected a typical encounter with an obsessed fan. When I mentioned the lost episode, though, all color drained from his face, and he started trembling. When I asked him if he could tell me any details, he sounded like he was on the verge of tears. He grabbed a piece of paper, wrote something on it, and handed it to me. He begged me to never mention the episode again. The piece of paper had a website address on it, and I would rather not say what it was, for reasons you'll see in a second. I entered the address into my browser, and I came to a site that was completely black, except for a line of yellow text, a download link. I clicked on it, and a file started downloading. Once the file downloaded, the computer went crazy. It was the worst virus I had ever seen. System restore didn't work. The entire computer had to be rebooted. Before doing this, though, I copied the file onto a CD, and I tried to open it on my now empty computer, and as I suspected, there was an episode of The Simpsons on it. The episode started off like any other episode, but had very poor quality animation. If you've seen the original animation for Some Enchanted Evening, it was similar, but less stable. The first act was fairly normal, but the way the characters acted was a little off. Homer seemed angrier, Marge seemed depressed, Lisa seemed anxious, Bart seemed to have genuine anger and hatred for his parents. The episode was about the Simpsons going on a plane trip. Near the end of the first act, the plane was taking off. Bart was fooling around as you'd expect. However, as the plane was about 50 feet off the ground, Bart broke a window in the plane and was sucked out. At the beginning of the series, Matt had the idea that the animated style of the Simpsons world represented life, and that death turned things more realistic. This was used in this episode. The picture of Bart's corpse was barely recognizable. They took full advantage of it not having to move, and made an almost photorealistic drawing of his dead body. Act 1 ended with the shot of Bart's corpse. When Act 2 started, Homer, Marge, and Lisa were sitting at their table, crying. The crying went on and on. It got more pained and sounded more realistic. Better acting than you would think possible. The animation started to decay, even more as they cried, and you could hear murmuring in the background. This crying went on for all of Act 2. Act 3 opened with a title card saying 1 year had passed. Homer, Marge, and Lisa were skeletally thin, and still sitting at the table. There was no sign of Maggie or the pets. They decided to visit Bart's grave. Springfield was completely deserted, and as they walked to the cemetery, the houses became more and more decrepit. They all looked abandoned, and when they got to the grave, Bart's body was just lying in front of his tombstone, looking just as it did at the end of Act 1. The family started crying again. Eventually, they stopped and just stared at Bart's body. The camera zoomed on Homer's face. According to summaries, Homer tells a joke at this part, but it isn't audible in the version I saw. You can't tell what Homer is saying. The view zoomed out as the episode came to a close. The tombstones in the background had the names of every Simpsons guest star on them. Some that no one had heard of in 1989. Some that hadn't even been on the show yet. All of them had death dates on them. For guests who died since, like Michael Jackson and George Harrison, the dates were when they would die. You can try and use the tombstones to predict the death of living Simpsons guest stars, but there's something odd about most of the ones that haven't died yet. All of their deaths are listed as the same date. And that's it.
Dang, that is dark.
Yeah, it's creative.
Jesus.
I mean, I think that one's going off of the meme that the Simpsons predict everything.
Yeah,
Well,
that's true.
They do. There are some things that the episodes do
Really
that,
be those.
where you're like, how do they do that? Like
Yeah, if you make enough jokes, one of them's going to
Just
land
a
and
huge
produce.
series of coincidences. Yeah.
there's a mass coincidences with this thing. It's like they predicted that about Ebola, and it happened. They predicted,
Trump would be president.
yeah, and it happened.
Mm-hmm.
What else did they predict? They predicted something
To be
else.
fair, they didn't predict Ebola. Ebola, like, was already a thing.
Yeah.
The only thing that happened was, an
some point there
Ebola
was an
outbreak just so happened to take place.
I heard recently someone making similarities about the episode. Was it when Marge gets arrested? At the beginning of the episode is like a worldwide flu, and
Yeah, when
riots break out, and they're saying it's very much like 2020.
yeah,
Yeah, 2020 is just a hellhole.
yeah, if I remember correctly, Marge has a mental breakdown, accidentally steals in the Cookie Mart without
She
realizing.
doesn't have a breakdown. She just takes something without realizing she's so run ragged because she's looking after every other Simpsons member.
Yeah, but she's like also have a mental breakdown because she's like looking after not only her kids but her husband as well, and she's so stressed out that I wouldn't blame her that she has a momentary like, oh my god, like a state of, it's
There
like
was an episode where she actually did have a breakdown. She went to Rancho Relaxo, but I think in this one she was just kind of so she was just so
stressed.
run ragged that she just forgets that she had a bottle of bourbon in her coat.
Yeah,
People was so mean in that episode.
I know. It's like that place gets robbed all the time, and then he's suspicious
Yeah.
about Marge, and I'm like, bruh, what the heck?
Oh look, a woman that can't defend herself. Let's penalize her to the full extent of the law.
Mm-hmm.
On the subject of like Simpsons, how good are those like Treehouse of Horror episodes?
I like the old ones. They were really good.
Yeah. The first one made me love The Raven. I love that story.
Oh, by Edgar Allan Poe.
Yeah, and that one was read by James Earl Jones.
Yeah. I got the book, but because it's so old, like the language is like really, really old, it's very hard to read it. But I just love reading it.
I like the rhyme and the flow of it. It's just so musical in a way.
Yeah, I got like the full like thing of it because the Simpsons only do like not the whole story, just the varied parts of it.
Yeah, they trim it down.
Yeah,
it is the whole story, but they do trim it down.
Yeah, they do trim it down. But yeah, it's I was debating whether or not, should I read The Raven for this podcast? But I'm like,
The Raven.
Yeah, but because of my
Once
dyslexia,
upon a midnight dreary.
well, I pondered weak and weary.
Something about a door. I don't remember the rest.
Yeah, it was like.
I just remember nevermore, nevermore, nevermore. Oh, it's fun to hear Homer shout in that language.
He was saying about God, if I can remember correctly, the language is so old even I struggle to read it. He was reading his books, Sakisa Sorrow. I nodded, nearly napping. Suddenly there came a tapping, as if someone gently rapping at my chamber door. "'Tis some visitor," I muttered, tapping at my chamber door. Only this and nothing more.
Was he English, Edgar Allan Poe, or was he American?
No, he's from Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Edgar Allan Poe. If I remember correctly, he is American.
Yeah, he's American. He's from Baltimore.
Yeah.
That's why it's the Baltimore Raven.
He writes crabs.
The team was named because of
Oh.
But yeah, Edgar Allan Poe.
You get it now?
Died of a mysterious death that even now scientists couldn't figure out how he died.
I mean, when Edgar, I think, I'm pretty sure it was Edgar. When Edgar was in the military, I think one of his commanding officers was mutannized and murdered by his own by a few of his own soldiers.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
jeez.
Hot damn. Yeah.
Goddamn.
I can
It
remember
happens.
some of the words roughly thanks to The Simpsons from The Raven. There's pretty much like an old ling goes like, distinctly I remember. It was in the bleak December, and each dying ember gently flicked along the floor.
Oh.
Wishing upon the morrow. Namely, I
Hello.
during my
Hello.
sorrows in the book Sukisa's Sorrow.
What the?
Someone's on
Could you
the
turn your vibrator off? This is not the time.
Oh.
Jeez, man.
Hey, man.
Shall
Sorry,
we?
I'm still on my phone because my laptop won't load Discord.
Yeah.
Did you close down Discord completely? Then
Yes, I did. 8 times now. It's just not working.
Did you turn it off and on again?
uninstall
Yes,
it and
I did.
reinstall it?
It's just not working.
No, it's the
uninstall and then
Discord
reinstall.
being Discord issue.
Did Wolf leave?
Yes. I don't know why. He was muted for a while,
Oh dear.
and then he just left. Yeah.
Oh, Wolf was here?
Yeah, Wolf was here.
Oh, he was here? I didn't hear him.
Yeah, he did say hello. Then they went
Yeah.
silent, and I just noticed that he's not on there, and I was like, oh, he left.
Oh, no, I'm thinking of the other guy. Sorry. No, so when they said hello during the story and then they left, yeah, I'm thinking of someone else.
Yeah, Josh also left.
Oh dear.
Yes. Shall we talk about the movie? Or you guys talk about the movie?
I was really hoping for more people, but if it's just going to be us, might as well. Only me
Tell me about the gore.
is not gore.
Oh boy, there
Oh,
was
boy. Oh
little
my
to
God.
none to be spoken of. This movie, The Girl on the Third Floor.
Holy crap. It's not scary. It's the most confusing horror movie ever created, and it makes no sense.
There's
at
like
all.
39 different subplots going on at the same time. None of them ever get explained or resolved.
So it's not a good movie, is what you're saying.
No,
It's not.
it's
It's
not.
not a good movie at all.
It's not.
And
It
to
had
top
potential, but-
everything off, they had the bright idea to cast CM Punk as the main
Yeah.
character.
That surprised me when I watched the trailer.
I mean, it had
Hey,
potential.
wrestlers are actors too.
Yeah.
Yeah, but CM Punk isn't a wrestler. CM Punk is what we Americans refer to as a fucking joke.
Oof.
Oof. But yeah, pretty much the girl on the third floor, which I don't understand that title at all. I'm like, what? It's not a third floor, it's an entire house.
well,
It's a house.
Because all that stuff happened because the people watched them do like their deeds from the third floor in the attic.
Yeah, but that was like
And
sealed
no,
up.
wait, that would have been the fourth floor. So the third floor was where like everything happened because of the basement.
So
Okay.
I
Yeah.
know that in where I used to live, they called the hospital, the mental ward, the third floor. Where I'm from. So maybe that could have something to do with it. I'm not sure. I didn't watch the movie.
No, it's
No.
literally about the third floor of this house because surprise
This house is up.
twist that everyone saw coming. The house used to be a whorehouse.
Yep.
Uh,
That's legit it. That's pretty much it. The house was a old Victorian whorehouse where people would stand on this banister, look down, wearing masks, and watch girls getting hit by what only I could assume is like sticks of lavender or something. I don't
No,
know.
it was
That,
so
I was like, what the heck?
the entire thing was just bad. Like
Really bad.
People would come to this brothel and pay to see private shows. And like in the private shows, the guy would be wearing a bird mask, maybe, or something,
The
and the
plague,
girl
the
would just
plague
be
doctor's
fully
mask.
exposed.
The plague doctor's mask is what I can pretty much say. That's what it looks like.
Yeah.
It does look more ominous and cryptic than that. But whatever.
And like they're trying to make it seem like it was a sadomasochistic thing, like they like to watch her get hurt. But he pulls out this puny ass twig, like a marsh. I wouldn't even roast marshmallows on this fucking thing. It was that fucking puny.
Yeah.
It starts hitting her with it, and she's acting like it's doing real damage. And I'm just sitting here like, first of all, if he's actually swinging that hard, that thing's gonna break the first time he hits you.
Mm-hmm.
Don't flatter yourself.
Yeah, that made no sense. I was like, what is that? A stick or a pepper? What is that?
Yeah,
And
it's
those-
just bad.
Yeah, and those marbles coming out
And
of the wall, I was like, what? What's the point of those?
yeah, they try to use like so one of the ghosts turns out to actually be a child, and they try to use marbles as like an innocent thing turned scary by this haunting because there's a child ghost. Ooh, spooky. No, it's just no.
No.
Marbles aren't scary. You know what makes them even less scary? When you try to make them scarier? Come. The two least scary things to center your horror movie around are marbles and cum. And that is exactly what terrorizes CM Punk for 45 minutes of screen time.
Mhm. This movie
What?
just
Are we
Marbles
talking
and
about
cum.
actual semen?
yeah,
Yes.
legit.
Actual like semen leaking from the walls, the outlets. At one time, it sprays him in the
Okay,
face
I
and he gets
think
a full-on
somebody-
shower facial.
Yeah, that's
I
what pretty
think
much
somebody
happened.
needs Jesus.
I think that whoever directed this was like smoking some really weird stuff, and they thought, "Hey, what if we make marbles
Dude,
and
he
cum
probably
a horror
got
movie?"
into like. Just some people, man.
Yep.
Yep.
At least make it blood like a normal person. Jesus Christ.
Oh, there was blood. There was blood
Mm.
in the wall, but it was just like jelly, and I was like, "That ain't scary." The
Yeah, it wasn't blood, it was organs and shit.
The only
It
time
was weird.
that I got
Chum.
scared was when they killed the dog in a really horrific way. That I admit I was like, no, and
I would have turned it off at that point.
Movie gets the award for the most pointless and gratuitous deaths because literally no one needed to die for this movie to get its point across, and they kill people at every point, like every chance they get. Someone's dead. Someone's biting it.
not all of them. The ending made no sense. The neighbor knew all along, and didn't say, "Hey, by the way, this is a whorehouse, and there are dead people in there. You should probably leave." And it was all just a
Like-
test, and I'm like, just a test,
And
just a
the
test.
throwaway explanation of it all, like, why couldn't you say anything? Well, it's not part of the rules. Bitch, what rules? Since when do hauntings have rules? Why do ghosts follow rules?
I guess.
Are you one of them? How do you know? Did you used to live there? You're a pastor at the church across the street. Explain that. Explain anything in this movie. But they don't.
They do not.
How old is
How old is who?
how old is the movie?
Came out really recently, I think.
2019.
Oh, all right. right?
No, 2020, I believe.
Damn.
And
Yeah, this came out like right at the beginning of the quarantine. This is a 2020 movie.
During.
Well, thank God everyone was stuck in their houses and didn't have to see that abomination.
Yeah.
Mm.
Oh, can you imagine that being the
You'd
last?
think.
Can you imagine that
It
being the
was-
last cinema film in cinemas, and it ended up just being the best,
It
the
was
highest
on
grossing.
It was on Netflix's featured films list.
What the fuck?
Plenty of people
Okay,
saw
so-
this movie.
So Netflix is losing a lot of their credibility. Oh God,
Yep. Netflix.
have been for a while.
Bruh, if
It's a
you're watching,
Netflix original movie.
if you're
Oh
watch-
my God.
Yeah, if Netflix, if you're watching this, get better
You're- you suck.
directors.
If you're watching this.
You suck.
Netflix, if one of your execs are watching this, just stop. Just
Quality
stop.
over quantity, my friend.
Boom.
If you're gonna make a horror movie,
Speaking of
do it
quality
right.
over quantity and Netflix originals, Blood of Zeus came out on Netflix today. And if you don't know what that is, it's essentially Greek mythology Castlevania, the series.
so it's pretty
And
much.
if you're anything like me,
Ugh.
that's all you need to know.
So wait, so Castlevania the series on Netflix, but Greek mythology.
Yeah, same creators and writers, but they made it, I want to say about Perseus, but it might also be an original story. I'm not entirely sure yet.
I have seen like the Castlevania like animation movie, and I was like, holy crap, that is really cool and good. It's so gory and well done. I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
When you were talking, when you mentioned that it was Greek mythology, Castlevania the series, for some reason my brain went to God of War and like Castlevania, Lords of Shadow being like God of War.
all I can think about is how Zeus can't.
Keep it in
Just-
his
just-
pants.
Yes.
Well,
And it's funny
And
you
then
say
along
that,
came
Karaku,
Zeus.
because from the one YouTube preview I've seen of this series, everything that happens in it is because Zeus didn't keep his dick in his pants.
Exactly. Everything that happened in mythology is because Zeus couldn't keep it in his pants.
It's because nobody could keep it in their pants.
Except Hades. Hades was good
It's
about it.
all Greek to me.
Okay, that's it. Get out. No, leave. No.
Hey, but like, did Hades wasn't Hades like the one who didn't try to just put his dick in everything?
No, Hades.
Yeah, he didn't even like.
Persebi would like a call with you.
Zeus was more of the
See,
one that
that's
wanted to
what I
put his
was
dick
gonna
in
say.
everything, and then it won.
The story is called The Rape of Persephone, but he
Wow.
literally never touches her.
Exactly.
He never makes any advances. He's a gentleman. He gives her everything she needs. The only thing he says is, "You can't eat any of the food down here. I can't feed you." And he couldn't explain to her why, because fucked up God rules, but we all know it's because once you eat something from the underworld, you're stuck there forever. And as we all know, she ate a pomegranate seed.
Yep. Well,
So in other
Out
words,
of-
he was the nicest person. He tried to do his best for her, and
Yeah,
she wouldn't
and-
go. It just disobeyed
In
the
Greek
one rule.
mythology, in Greek mythology, essentially Satan was the nicest guy ever.
Exactly, and I'm crying. Wasn't he down there because he was more powerful than his like brothers or something?
No, it's
No.
because
Don't
he
they, like,
literally
banish
drew
that?
the shortest straw.
Yeah.
yeah, the three brothers.
Yeah, they drew straws. They drew straws for the domains, and he got the shortest straw.
He's just over here like,
But he still has like a big, massive responsibility. You know, like
Yeah, he
Sending-
has the biggest responsibility, and he gets shit on for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
People often forget how much Hades was like not feared or hated, but massively respected.
I
You
thought
just didn't fuck with him out of principle.
Fucking
thought
Disney
And
warping
Disney
his
went and
true
did him
stories.
dirty.
I thought he was feared because a lot of people didn't like him because of him being the god of death and everything. And
No, it was one of those things where they were afraid to fear him because they thought fearing him or showing any kind of disrespect in that way would mean an even worse afterlife. So, again, instead of fearing him, they just kind of respected him much more.
So he was like a dictator.
Oh no. He was a
But people,
More
chill
like
to
a-
them all.
people respect him like
More
a
like a
dictator.
monarch.
Like yeah.
mhm.
It's like out of fear of what might happen, they just didn't let it happen.
Yeah. Again,
Yeah.
going back to Simpsons, it reminds me of that Treehouse of Horror where Bart had that power to turn anyone into anything, and everyone's like, "It's really good that Bart did that. It's really good."
Yeah. Yeah, I remember that is where he turns the cat into this creature that can shoot flames out of his mouth.
Bruce Fire.
It
Yeah.
was like, yeah, much better. Much better. Oh good, the curtain's now on fire. It's good that you made that awful thing, Bart. It's really good. Out of fear.
I love that when he says, "Every day, same old cat. I'll make it better." It's just, I love that. Oh. Yeah, I mean, my dad used to teach me, used to tell me stories about Greek mythology, but it was always about the heroes, never about the gods. Yeah.
I know more about the gods than I do the heroes.
I
Hmm.
know that there's this one hero who went into Hades to get his beloved back, and he played this instrument, and Hades was he managed to get Cerberus to
Orpheus.
he got Cerberus to fall asleep, and he played for Hades, and Hades was so moved that he was like, okay, I shall give you your wife's soul, and you can leave with your wife's soul, but you must not turn back until you've passed this certain point. If you turn back at any certain point, she will be dragged back to the underworld forever. And so he went on his way, and his wife was behind him, and he was continuing to walk and walk and walk, and that his curiosity got the best of him. He wanted to know, did Hades trick him? Is his wife really following him? So just before he reached that passage where she returned back, he turns around, and only to see her again dragged back into the underworld, because for a split second he doubted that she wasn't there. And I'm like, oof.
Never doubt.
Damn
doubt.
human brains and our curiosity.
No, it's just the thought of are they really there? How do I know if they're really there? Because she didn't say a word.
Hmm.
And it's just the thought of what if they aren't there? What if I've been fooled? It's that what if? And then
Yeah.
it's killing you on the inside.
It's like you're damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Yeah.
You could be walking for ages and ages and ages and ages and ages and then still not get it.
Then you turn around only to see that you were a fool and doomed your
Turn
way
around
out.
and
so what he
it's
does,
like,
Which
yeah,
is another thing that surprisingly Disney actually got right. Hades was widely known and again greatly respected for the fact that unlike the other gods, he never lied or tricked anyone. He was always straightforward with you. If he was going to punish you, he was going to punish you. If he had terms, he laid them out.
Yeah, except they
Yeah.
still made him the villain.
Well, yeah.
even though technically, Zeus would have been the villain, because you know how
Yeah.
all the gods were laughing at his joke because they have to, of a fear of them getting hit by lightning.
hmm. When you mentioned that Hades never tricked anyone, I mean, at the end when Hercules volunteers to go dive into the pit of souls,
He didn't.
doesn't he say,
He didn't technically.
Are we talking about Disney's Hercules or
Yeah.
okay, well that doesn't count because that's a Disney rendition and that is horribly inaccurate.
Yeah. I think someone mentioned it was accurate. The Disney one was accurate, and I'm not sure if it was.
It's not
Questionable.
100% accurate because Zeus was a asshole who would fire lightnings at his siblings and his relatives just for the fun of it.
And also in Greek mythology, Hercules wasn't born of Hera and Zeus. He was a demigod, not a god like that.
So he
That
was born to a human mother, a mortal
Yes,
mother. All
he
right.
was.
Yeah. Which I believe, there's this live action Hercules that's pretty much based around that, where Hera's trying to kill Hercules. It was really, really
Yeah.
old.
Is that a
That's
series?
something that actually happens. Juno, Hera tries to kill Hercules.
Yeah, and it's like pretty much the same era as Xena, the warrior princess.
Oh yeah. I think there was a game based on it that looked remarkably like Ocarina of Time.
Ugh.
I've seen that JonTron episode.
Yeah.
Wow, I mean Disney really, really warped the story for that. I imagine how many people, when that first came out, people watching like the inaccuracies. Oh my god!
No, I think it's just more on the lines of, ooh, new villain. Oh, this looks nice. Oh no, they die. Oh, okay, it's okay. They live. Yay! They defeat the villain. Yay! Happy ending. Yay!
Yeah, but I'm talking about actual people who know Greek mythology. Probably go watch this and be like, "What is this rubbish that Disney have cooked up?"
I'm sure they kind of expected it.
Yeah,
Let's
probably.
be real.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if there's like a
Okay.
big collection of old Disney, like the original source material. You can go find it, and it's like so much more morbid than Disney portrayed it.
Where did ours go? I just noticed he hung up.
He said BRB.
Ah, okay.
He did.
Or at least in the little chat room.
Alright, cool.
So, I believe it has been a sufficient amount of time. Oh, Becky.
God dang it.
Really? Really?
She's really like that. How about this one? Oh, Becker.
That's cursed.
Becky Horror Picture Show.
Oh, Becky.
She is broken. We have broken her.
Oh no.
Got blue brain go burr.
Wait, what happened then?
Do it as. Do it.
Do it.
Do what?
Do it.
What am I doing?
Oh,
Do it.
no.
I don't know.
No. No.
Do it.
They want you to do a Becky.
They want me to do what?
Oh, Becky.
Lad.
All right. How should I do this?
A character of your choice?
Spooky for Halloween.
I don't know if I could do a spooky one.
Oh.
God, I can't just do a regular one. Oh, this is tough. Decisions.
Who's spooky? Who's relevant and spooky?
I'm terrified because I don't know what else is gonna plan.
Oh.
The anticipation. What are you doing, Joseph?
He's eating.
This
Eating
mouth.
a piece of candy.
Sounds like you're making love to it.
Becky.
Oh, there you go.
Oh, Becky.
About. Oh, behave, Becky.
Hold
Oh
on.
my god.
Yeah,
Bloody
baby.
iconic.
God.
I wasn't expecting that, but boy, oh boy, am I happy.
Oh, Becky.
And, to quote a meme, was it?
Oh no.
You like Krabby
Oh.
Patties, don't you, Becky?
Oh, Becky. It isn't time to cry yet. It was just then that Joseph felt his sins crawling on his back.
It was at that point he knew. He fucked up.
Sans has come for you.
Da-da-da-da-da.
You'll pay for your sins.
Oh no.
Hey, what's up, kid? Sorry to get in your way like this. I guess you could say I really got a bone to pick with you. I'll see myself out.
Why'd you
Hold
do
on.
this now? Sans!
Hold on, I just almost shook on a piece
Oh,
of candy.
come on, bro. You can't deny that that wasn't a rib tickler. Hey.
Ah! Sans! Stop it! With your incessant puns!
All right. Look, kid, I'll give it to you. To make it here, certainly took a lot of backbone. You showed some real spine out there.
Sans!
I'm gonna fucking kill my throat doing this, but it's worth it.
Oh.
Whoa, what was that? Hold on.
Huh?
Huh. No, I completely just messed up my voice.
Oh. Oh god.
I did that today, singing on the way home from work. To the point where I sound more like an old man than usual.
Me and my roommates sing shanties, so we get out of hand a lot.
Speaking of
What we do?
singing, I know that I said I think we should sing Terror Time for our live stream. I'm like, I don't think anyone knows the lines.
No. Plus, I don't know if we can all get it in sync.
No.
I'm so tired. I'm dying eternally.
I don't know why, but now I got This Is Halloween stuck in my head.
Yeah.
That's a mood.
I listened to the Marilyn Manson version today. That's pretty good.
This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
Halloween.
Dun, 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 dun,
Da,
dun.
da, na, 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 na,
Probably going to be on loop in my house tomorrow.
na, na,
So good.
Boys and girls of every age, what you got? Stop being strange. Come with us and you will see. In our towns of Halloween. This is Halloween. This is Halloween.
My Halloween plan for tomorrow is to finally finish the game Eternal Darkness on GameCube. Started it many a time before and never finished it. And tomorrow I'm going to make sure it gets done. This is a great game.
You have no idea what you've gotten yourself into.
Oh, I know. I've got pretty far, maybe about halfway, but I just never finished it. I really want to. That
Ugh.
and the Mega Drive game Decap Attack. Quite like that game. It's I got the Mega Drive collection for Switch. It's on there, so I'm enjoying that.
Ooh. Speaking of Halloween, because of Halloween being cancelled here because of us now going back in, well, certain other countries are going into different tiers of lockdown, as more higher risk countries are in individual lockdowns, and so Halloween's been cancelled because of that. How is it for you over there? Is your Halloween still normal, or is it cancelled as well?
Yeah, it's gonna be.
Not
pretty
entirely
normal here.
sure.
No one
It's
can
also
ever
because
truly
I live in a
cancel
small
Halloween.
town, and really, if no one's gonna try and stop it.
Unfortunately, I'm working on Halloween for the first time in like 8 years.
Oh,
I'll be working
You know what?
Halloween as well.
No one can ever truly cancel Halloween.
that's true. It's
That is
true.
true.
Halloween exists in your heart.
I know what I'll be
Just-
doing late at night on Halloween. I'll be watching horror movies and scaring myself silly. But they're just the best time to watch scary movies on Halloween in the night. Have popcorn and just be like,
Just like, I feel like shortening my lifespan. Let's
a
give
mood.
that a go.
I feel like dying of fright. Let's watch some good horror movies.
Mm.
24 hours.
Has anyone seen the first Halloween? Because I watched that recently.
No. I have.
Yep, way back when it wasn't supposed to be a franchise.
Yeah, I don't understand how it became a franchise because that first one's really there's some things good, like some of the shots are really
Because
good.
it
But
became a franchise because for its time, it had never been seen or done before.
Oh, they kind of pioneer the whole slasher sort of story, I guess.
Yeah, it more or less perfected the idea of a silent, unstoppable killer.
Oh. Okay, fair enough.
Vernovsky?
But it wasn't supposed to be like an actual franchise with Michael
Never are.
Myers.
No.
Their original idea was to make it an anthology series. So every Halloween movie was just supposed to have a Halloween themed plot behind it. Michael Myers was just going to be the first one. That's why Halloween 3 Season of the Witch was so out there. It was following the original model.
Uh-huh.
Hmm.
Okay. Because they're gonna have their own sort of like Avengers of murderers.
Well,
And
that.
like all bring them
Yeah.
into one.
No. If I were to say, the movies I like seeing of purely because it's done so well, but I wouldn't see it in the dark because of how scary they are, is like the Saw movies.
Yeah. Oof.
Do you want to play a game?
I want to play a game.
Oh my god. I like to play a game.
Oh, Becky, we can play a game, my dear.
Oh, Becky. Oh gosh. I saw the second one.
Oh,
I
my
can't.
Becky, my dear.
Oh, Becky, I'm your sweet transvestite.
Ugh.
From transsexual Transylvania. I need to watch that again.
I ain't gonna touch that with a 10-foot stick.
Can you believe Tim Curry based that performance off the Queen of England?
Yes,
Oof.
I actually can.
Like, not even joking there. 100% of his inspiration for how to play Frankfurter came from the Queen of England.
That's amazing.
God damn. Oh god.
Queen of England, really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Because he felt like Frankfurter needed an air of regalness and like respect about
Oh,
him.
sure. Yeah, that makes
And he
sense.
said, what better example than the Queen?
True.
One is a sweet sexual transvestite.
That's horrifying. Please
Yes.
stop.
My loyal subjects.
That's it.
One must hold thy hand daintily while drinking thy tea.
Yes.
One never slurps. That is unladylike.
So you guys
unless-
told me. Oh, sorry.
Yes.
Hmm?
I was
You
going to
guys
say,
told me this podcast was gonna be crazy. This is like mild compared to what I'm used to.
We can get crazy. Let's go make some crazy money.
I mean, are we
You
talking
don't
like,
want me to get
ooh, we're gonna
really
go
crazy.
we're gonna go TP the neighbor's house crazy? Are we talking like I'm going to go sniff cocaine off of a hooker's stomach crazy?
We're gonna summon some
I mean, we're not ruling anything out.
yeah,
Okay.
it's on the docket.
I like where this is going.
I have great fear of where this is going.
Oh, Becky.
Oh, live a little.
Come here, my dear.
I was watching Ed, Ed and Eddie, the Halloween episode. I think it was one of the latest ones called Boo-ha-ha or something.
I thought Ed
And it
did
just
it.
made me want to do the voices. Because I really like the voices, Eddie.
Oh god.
Shut up, Lumpy. We gotta find Spookyville.
Nice.
And the boys.
I can't do Rolf. Rolf was so unique.
Ed boy. He's got like, what kind of accent is that even?
I have no idea.
many doors, Ed boy.
That one. Yeah, whatever that is.
Too much for couch potato egg boys like yourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I'll
I
be
mean,
right back.
Okay. We see him in like lederhosen with sheep, goats, and it could be anywhere really. It could be Europe. Could be. Ugh.
It
Let's-
sounds like Eastern Europe,
Yeah.
possibly the Ukraine.
It's just a fantasy world. Do we even know where the Eds live? I know all the actors are Canadian. Is it in Canada?
I don't know.
No, actually. And God, I can't believe I still remember this. They live in a city called Peachtree, which is actually
Yes.
in Georgia.
Oh.
And you only figure that out in the episodes where you see them go to school because they go to Peachtree Junior High.
Yeah. Does Georgia get snow, or is it too warm?
I think it gets
every
no,
now and
Georgia.
then.
Georgia's like by Florida, ain't it?
Yeah, but we get snow every now and then.
But like, okay, it's rare. They probably get snow, but it's incredibly rare.
Every couple of years.
I would like. I kind of want to have a segment on the show where it's like the us Brits ask and Americans ask each other questions about their country that they've always wondered but don't know the answer to. Like this could be. I don't know if it's just me, but in this country we kind of associate the southern. There is a southern accent in America, but it's not typically for the southern states. It's like in the Midwest as well.
A little bit.
There's the southern accent, and then you're right, there is the Midwest accent.
They're a little different, but there ain't that much between them.
Like I watch South Park, I'm like, why do they sound like that if they're up kind of near
Now,
Canada?
the main thing you're going to notice is the difference in a southern accent is they don't enunciate as much. They're going to say cooperation, they're going to say Woodard, they're going to say go on down to the hoose.
While people
Then
like
you're going to get
us,
your Midwestern
Well,
accents where the
that's
cooperation and the enunciation is all they ever focus on, darling. And that's
Yeah.
where you get your good old Southern hospitality. It's actually Midwestern kindness.
hell yeah, brother.
And see, that's Southern.
Yeah, I actually am from the Midwest, so.
Alright, but do y'all like bag your milk like the Canadians?
No, we don't. Jeez.
No, I'm from America, you fool!
This is
I'm
why we
milk
can't have
bags.
nice things, Kohaku.
What do you mean?
Sorry, did you say badger milk?
No.
It sounded like you said
Canadian-
badger milk.
Canadians
Yeah,
bag.
milk
have
a badger.
bagged
Milk a
milk.
badger. I dare you.
Oh God, I
Oh.
wouldn't recommend it.
No, like
You'll
Canadians
die.
have like milk, but they're in bags, not in a
Yeah.
carton. It's wild.
Bags of milk? That doesn't sound like
It would work out
safe.
very well.
It
No.
doesn't sound sanitary.
Honestly,
Don't.
I used to work for a coffee chain in the UK called Costa, where they used to have bags of milk, and they put them in. They put the bag, literal bag, in a jug, snip the top, and then that was what you'd use pour into the how are they called? The jugs, the milk jugs, the froth. I thought it was very strange.
Cream?
Hmm.
Eh?
So, is there anything about the UK that you are curious of that I can answer?
If
Is
my
there really a Doctor Who Christmas special every year, or have they ever like missed one?
I think I don't know. We're quite good with our Christmas specials. There is something, even for a show that's been like off the air. We sometimes get one. I think it only really happens when there's a series going on.
Oh, okay.
Could be wrong. I'm not
Which
the biggest fan of
did
Doctor Who.
bring me to my next question: is Doctor Who still like going on, or are we just years behind, like the plebs we are over here?
I think. Let me think now. So the last Doctor Who was Matt. Was it Matt Smith?
I
think
thought
that's
the
his
last
name.
Doctor Who was a woman.
No, the
Oh
last,
yes, no, that's how behind I am. Yes, I'm terribly sorry. Yes, that
Yeah,
is true.
the
That
last
is. Yeah.
Doctor Who is a woman, and hi, I'm back. Sorry. Fireworks are going off
Hi.
and the dog's barking, so I'm like, ugh.
Dog's barking.
Yep.
No, I don't.
Oh boy,
Yeah, that's
my
how behind
dogs
I
are barking.
Oh my god.
I need to get off of my feet.
am. Little get off. My dogs are woofing. Is that how you say it? No.
My dogs, my wife. Sorry, they're coming out with a new Borat, so I needed to.
Yep.
But yeah, the last Doctor Who is a woman, and the one before that is Matt. The one,
Matt Smith.
yeah, Matt Smith, and the
Right.
one before him. No, it's not Matt Smith. It's oh god, what's his name? It's not Matt Smith. It's oh god.
David Tennant.
No, it's Matt Smith. Then that guy who was in the episode with David Tennant with the Pompeii volcano. He's the next Doctor Who, but I forgot his name. That guy. Oh dang it!
Oh yes, yes. Oh god. Oh yeah, I know exactly who you're talking about. He's in a
Yeah.
show where he's just really vulgar and swears all the time.
Yeah, him.
Damn,
It's him. Then it's the female Doctor
you're right.
and
Gosh,
female
I'm really not on it.
and female Master as well. Missy.
Mhm. I like her assistant, who's played by the actor. He's played. Oh, what's his name again? Bradley Walsh, who hosts The Chase in the UK.
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, that
So
was...
to face the chaser.
Yeah, that's the first time ever the Doctor had more than one companion, because she had 3. 4 technically when that first episode aired out. She had 4 companions in one go, and I was like, damn.
Well, women are natural leaders.
No, it's just the fact that when I was watching David Tennant, I was on the theory of like, what if the Doctor can regenerate it as a woman? I wonder if that's possible. I had that theory for a long time, and when it was like, you know what, look, you're actually, let's prove this theory right, I was like, yes. But a lot of people were like, I don't know, I'm not sure about it, because they got so used to the Doctor being a male that this was like something that they weren't they were very unsure of, but it actually paid off, because a lot of people were like, you know what, I actually kind of like this. Like, there's a probability and there's no definite reason why the Time Lord can't be a male or female. They're pretty much just whatever gender in general.
Well, that's what I was going to ask. Is the entity of Doctor Who and the personality, is that strictly male, or is it an ambiguous, genderless entity?
I think when they're that gender, they are that specific gender, but I think as a whole, they are a genderless species that can transform into a specific gender when they regenerate.
That makes sense.
All right.
By the way, Becky, I just thought I'd introduce a new segment where us Brits ask the Americans the question that we've always wanted, and the Americans ask us a question about Britain that they've always wanted.
Okay. So who's going first?
I think they went. They asked about Doctor Who, so we can go next. If you do, you have anything?
Okay. Oh God.
My question was about the accents in America, like because we've always identified the kind of when they talk like this, that's the Southern accent, but no, and they elaborated a bit more where there is a Southern accent, but there's also a Midwestern accent that sounds sort of similar, but it's enunciated more. So I've always wondered.
Yeah, it's more talkative.
Talkative.
Hey,
Mr. Hyatt.
I am a hick, and so we are very enunciated. Now, I gotta go below 350 on gas money for my deuce and a half.
Thank you so much. I now know exactly who to make character references for. So Doug Dimmadome from Fairly Odd
God
Parents
damn it.
is
My name's
Southern.
Doug Dimmadome. Dimdale Dimmadome.
Doug Dimmadome is Southern. Mr. Garrison from South Park is Midwestern.
Mr. Garrison, you see?
Because when you started enunciating a thing like this, I immediately thought of Cletus the Slack-jawed yokel. Hey, Brandy, you might could wear this to your job interview.
That's like,
I don't know. Is that Midwest or is that Southern?
That is getting more into less of a location dialect and more of, and I don't know how to say this, like, I don't know what the politically correct term is, so that's where you're getting into your redneck versus hick territory.
Trailer,
because in the aspect of
since I'm from this region, I'll just say it. Your trailer park trash.
Yeah, I was gonna say, in your aspect of Southern accents, you also have different dialogues that go with it.
Yeah.
Or dialects, not dialogues.
That makes sense. I mean,
as-
America's pretty big.
As Joseph so bluntly, I think that was Joseph.
Yeah, hi.
Yeah, as Joseph so bluntly put it, you have your trailer park trash, which is, like you said, Cletus, the slack-jawed yokel.
Yeah.
and then you have your rednecks and your hicks and stuff, which is like,
Your rednecks like to fix cars and be loud with their cars.
yeah, southern accents that mainly center around automobiles are your rednecks, and your hicks are mainly centered around hunting and killing shit.
Yeah.
Mm. We have what we call, I don't know if this word is even used anymore, but chav. Chav is kind of.
Never heard of
I've heard that
chav.
word before. I don't know what it means though.
It's literally what you were describing with the hicks. So people they they're very into their automobiles and like being loud with their automobiles, and they're
Oh,
very
yeah.
just
Yeah, yeah.
loud in
Yeah,
general.
that's redneck. Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
rednecks.
redneck.
We call them rednecks because since they're always bent over their car in their front yard working, their necks get red and sunburned.
Yeah.
Ah.
I don't know why we call them chavs. I don't know where that derives from, but that's what we call them. In Ireland, they're called scangers. So if you're an old scanger from Dublin, you're a bit of a chav.
Hello, comrade.
Lord.
My roommate just got home.
Comrade.
Oh,
it is
hold
good to
on. Let
see
me
you.
mute.
It's a nice to see you again.
We must break bread and tell tales of our adventures of the motherland. No, but obviously, oh gosh, the amount of accents in comparison in the UK alone is shocking. Like every town has its own accent, pretty much.
Yeah, that's pretty much the same in the US. Different states have different accents.
Yeah, different states, obviously, but it's like a much grander scale. Obviously, the country is huge.
Yeah, it's massive.
But we're only the smaller island, yet we have like 20 different accents, like standard accents. It's crazy.
Now,
Yeah.
I do have another question, and I do need to apologize in advance because it is very likely I'm about to sound extremely ignorant with this question.
Mm.
What exactly, and I don't even know if the term is still used anymore, so again, forgive me. What exactly is a Cockney? Like, what exactly does that define?
A Cockney
Cockney?
is someone who derives from London, but maybe like the lower class section of London. So, if you're like from London, if you're a Cockney. If you're in London, if you talk like that, that's from I don't know, East End or something. That's what you do. You just go down to the pub, you have some fish and chips and that. You know what I mean? But then there's also this areas of London where they're more well spoken and it's better posh. What did you say, Becky?
I was gonna say.
Okay.
Yeah, because like London's divided into two sections: the lower class, which is like working class and the poor as such, and the upper class, which is like people who have high paid jobs or are born into families with very lots of money. It's very
So they shop at
digressed.
Harrods.
It's like very digressed. A big city is still divided by class,
Yes.
as it was in the war.
It's very much a class war.
Okay, so all right, a better way to, and again, a huge potential for sounding ignorant here, but from how you described that, a great way to compare the dialects would be a Cockney person in America is essentially a Southern person.
I think
Like
anyone.
they're or not Southern, sorry, like the redneck and hick thing that we were talking about.
Sure.
It's generally people of like the lower class, lower income places like that.
Yeah.
That's where you
Yeah.
hear a lot of those dialects and like accents come into play.
Yeah.
Sorry, what we talking about, fellers?
Yeah.
Well, we're
I
chatting
get-
about Cockneys.
Yeah, that's pretty much
Yeah,
it.
see,
It's like-
and that's just to me personally, that blows my mind. Because it's
Cockneys are
Jeez, I
really
just had a
only
complete mind
from
blank.
London, though. They're not like they don't populate any other part of the UK.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I was. Oh, okay.
Yeah, they don't They don't do that.
Well, I mean,
here
I
in the
guess
West.
the same can be said about rednecks and hicks. You generally don't see them outside of the Southeast United States.
Mm.
Yeah.
Interesting thing about Cockneys is I think it's dying out because we have so many. And again, I'm going to sound ignorant and politically correct, but I mean, you got families of immigrants coming in, and their accents mixed with the Cockney, and you get this kind of it's like sort of like a gangster sort of accent. I really don't want to. I don't really want to imitate it because I feel like I'll come across as incredibly racist. But if you look up kind of just any kind of rap scene video from London, that's the kind of London accent.
Okay.
What's like nowadays? Like you could still meet and find Cockney people, but they're usually quite older. I think with obviously in recent years with the influx of people emigrating to UK, the accent has just become its whole new thing.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
It's
Same
the
with everywhere, really.
Yeah, it's the same over
The reason
here.
I was under the
where-
impression it had already oh, sorry, Becky, go ahead.
I was gonna say it's the same over here. The only people who talk like the same, like the language where I'm from is like elderly, because you barely hear them saying what they used to say back then. It's very like unless you like you hear from your grandparents like, oh, we used to say oh, you got me there, my lover. They don't. No one talks like that, or saying "Cheers, drive" to a bus driver. No
Cheers,
one,
drive. Love
yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So Becky, I do have a question.
Oh God.
How
what?
long do these podcasts normally last?
About over an hour, and it's been now on 31 minutes.
Okay, I just wanted to like say something.
I'm sorry if I'm making this longer than it should be.
No, it's okay.
What?
So what's your? Oh.
Oh. Did some? Oh, Kohaku's gone.
No, dear. Well, yeah. Does anyone else have any questions? Because yeah, depending on where you are in the UK, certain things are.
I do have a
different.
question for you.
For me.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, Becky, why are you so cute?
Oh boy.
Ha!
That's not a question. Well, I mean, it is a question, but
I worded it like a question. I win.
I have a question.
Yes.
For who?
Is tipping something that you guys are just used to? But like, obviously, you just kind of
yeah.
It's something.
It was. Yeah, I know in a lot of other cultures it is frowned upon. But in the U.S. it became into fashion during the Great Depression of 1929, and it became habit so that they could pay their waiters less and still provide them with living wages. So it was kind of a, at that point it was necessary. As of now, I don't really see why it would be super necessary. Well, today's day and age, you should tip your waiters if you can, if you can afford to, because everybody's struggling.
In the UK, tipping is welcome, but it's just not mandatory.
No, it's not mandatory here either.
It seems like it. It really seems like it. It's become such a societal staple and a norm that when you don't tip, you're looked at like an asshole. But at the end of the day, it is absolutely not required. And if your waiter is understanding, like most people are, they'll know if you don't tip, there's a reason.
Yeah, I sometimes I don't tip much either now because I've moved out and money is a lot harder for me right now.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, and now because of the coronavirus, you can't really tip with like cash now.
Oh, that's true.
No. Yeah, I tip with my
Some
card sometimes, though.
some places will actually, when you pay by card, they'll say add a gratuity, and then you obviously,
Yeah,
you know,
can
you'd
do
add.
that too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do that for the coffee shop I go to because I'm there every single fucking day. So, you know.
Oh, that's good. But when you're going back to obviously it being introduced in the Great Depression, for employers to pay their employees less, it also seems like a win for the employer as well, because they pay less, but then the staff have to be extra nice and have to do their job extra well to make sure that they get the tips that they need to survive.
Yeah.
That's
But
just so
living on that
scummy.
living on that liquid income is kind of a scary thing.
It
It's
is.
not something I believe that should exist anymore because of the stress of, hey, I'm working, but for some reason I get a few people who just don't tip me. All of a sudden I've lost a lot of money today and I can't feed my family.
Yep.
You kind of understand that. It's a thing that needed to exist during then, but as time goes on, I see less and less.
Yep. I remember, I don't know how accurate it is, but on Twitter I saw the minimum wage had not gone up in 10 years. Is that accurate?
It
Yes.
has.
It's been
not for where I
$8.25.
It has
It's
gone
been
up, but
$8.50 for the past
only.
10 years.
It has gone up, but only by about several p. It has gone up.
Wait, you're
but
talking
not
about
that-
UK minimum wage or US?
Yeah,
We're talking about US as far as I know.
UK
UK
minimum.
I
minimum-
know my minimum wage is I think $12 here where I live.
Oh, I saw something like it was $5 or something. Maybe that was inaccurate. But yeah, in England,
No, that's inaccurate. Yeah, $5 is way inaccurate. I know the federal is $7.25.
okay.
That's the federal minimum wage. I know you can be paid $5 if you are a waiter and you live off of tipping. I know that is possible.
Yeah.
However, I don't know how many places actually go through with that. I know of a few back in Wyoming that still run like that. They're mom and pop shops.
Hmm.
And
Oh, I've
so-
noticed that happens here as well, especially places that feel like they can get away with paying immigrant workers that. They'd be like, oh, you know, we don't have to pay. We'll pay you cash in hand, but it's only this much. It's like, that's so scummy.
Yeah, there are scumbags all over the planet.
Yeah, there are some nice people there. It's like when I did like catering as part of my college course, we had to learn how to like wait tables and stuff like that. So like one evening, I got a table, and I kid you not, of like about 20 people. So I had to ask for like, hey, can you help me serve this big massive table because I can't do it by myself. And they were like, yeah, sure. And so they helped me serve out the table. And by the end, they were like, here's your money, and here's a 30 quid tip.
Holy cow.
And they were like, here, this is for you, do not share it out. And I was like,
They won't let you do that. I've worked in like hospitality as well. You have to put it into a pot and it gets shared equally.
yeah, no, yeah, you had to share it equally among everyone else, but they were like here's a tip, don't share it. And I was like,
But did they know that other people were helping you?
yeah, they knew, because like,
yeah, you're supposed to share stuff like that.
When you're doing like a table of 20 people and there's only one person, you can't really serve all the food to
You
them as well.
can't. How could they say, oh, it's just for you because you're the one that served us all? That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't have the experience of working in retail or in dining. I've just worked security my entire working career, so
Oh. He's a tough guy.
Yeah, there was this one.
I'm a desk jockey.
There was like this one table. They bought like drinks for all of us, and we were like, "Oh,
ow!"
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. Yeah. Mid-early teenagers, and you give us access to any drink that we want. What could possibly go wrong?
Yeah. Time to experiment.
Time to drink alcohol.
Yes. Okay, I want a London Dry Gin with a shot of Jack Daniel's whiskey and a mixer of apple juice.
Apple juice. And we'll call it the head fucker. I don't know.
We'll call it the Al Capone. Yeah. That
Al
one.
Capone.
Yeah,
I like that.
Okay, now when I turn 21, I'm making that drink and gonna see how it turns out.
Oh my god, you're not even 21.
Please don't.
Man.
Please don't die.
All right, barkeep, I got a challenge for you. I want a fuzzy navel, but instead of the fuzzy, give me 100% Kentucky Moon, and instead of the navel, I'm thinking orange liqueur and vodka. You may call it endearingly the Horatio Cornblower.
I'm gonna call you dead, mate, if you drink that.
No, you ain't. You won't be dead, dude.
I
It's a
mean, you'll want to be dead.
Yeah.
It'll be.
Mm.
Your stomach will absolutely fucking hate you if you put all that in it. Your
You'll
liver
hate
might
Alright,
have
so
some
we're-
words.
So we're gonna dump a whole bottle of vodka into a 64-ounce Gatorade and call it riot juice.
Right.
More like death
That is
juice.
a reference. That's a reference. I can't remember what
It's always sunny
Oh.
in Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Man.
Okay, so now I'm gonna try and create a drink.
Muscle milk.
Off
We
of the
crack in one raw raven's egg.
Wow.
Oh
Protein.
my god, shut the fuck I know.
Oh god. Oh goodness. Oh my goodness. We've been doing this podcast for nearly 2 hours. That's a long
Yeah, it's a
having
live
fun.
one. We got to go over a little bit because the edited video has to be a best of.
Do you have a chat? Are they saying anything?
Ah.
Yeah, I'm on like the YouTube chat right now, but no one is saying a dang thing.
Ah.
Got like a
Chat. You should comment and say stuff. We welcome the feedback.
yes, please comment, and also if you'd like to donate, the links in the descriptions below. And if you want to,
All proceeds go to me.
No.
I mean, all proceeds go to
Oh,
St.
the
Jude's
bloody
Hospital.
monarchy.
No, they
All
don't.
friggin' taxes go to the friggin' monarchy.
oh, the
Blood for the blood god, skulls for the skull throne.
also
Meh.
if you'd like to
What?
come to our Discord, it's on our homepage, and follow us on Twitter. And also, hopefully, once we get enough people, we'll start our first comic dub.
Yeah.
Also, for our adult viewers out there, so parents, get out your pens, take a note. I started an OnlyFans. You can find
Oh my
me
God.
at
Why did you
Oh,
start an OnlyFans,Az?
Oh, the
That
you
was
serious
my
that I'm
job.
eating?
I'm the one who's supposed.
OnlyFans, oh my
Bruh.
god. I have
Yeah.
great fear.
be sure to stop by and support me. I also do a live cam show every Friday.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Oh no.
That's right. Today's Friday.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
God.
My kid
Oh,
just started
God.
30 minutes ago.
Why
Ah.
am I subscribed to the channel? Becky, send me a link to the channel quickly.
What, the Sweetie Club channel?
Yes, because apparently I'm not subscribed.
Bruh.
Oh my god, alright, hang on.
I have over 340 subscriptions. I might just not be able to find it.
It shouldn't be that hard to find.
I'm an idiot.
Cool.
I mean, he raises a very good point.
Oh. I'm an idiot. I've subscribed now, I think.
Alright,
Oh, no, wrong account. Wait.
Yeah, I'm trying to
There
find
you go. It's on Sweetie Club chat room. There.
Oh.
I am subscribed. Why can't I find it?
Bloody algorithm.
Also, I'm sorry that I'm so quiet. I'm so tired.
That's
But
okay.
I'm chugging through.
That's what you get for waking up at
Then go
midnight.
to sleep,
No,
Kohaku.
you said. How about you fight me? at
Okay,
me.
when, where?
Wendy's parking lot.
What time?
Yes.
Yes.
That
Be
was
careful
today.
what Wendy's you do it in.
It
though.
will be at a time.
It'd be at a
We had a
time
fight
and a
occur in a
place.
Wendy's in
Don't make
downtown
me
Atlanta.
go get the
and they
sword.
burnt the fuck
I'll go
down.
get the short sword
Same
and the
bat
Crusader
channel.
helmet.
Same bat
Oh, you fool.
frequency.
I too have a sword, but unfortunately for you, it's made for blunt damage.
Oh, it's a bat then.
I
Oh
No.
no.
think
It's a genuine sword. Fully
Kohaku, did
made
you
out of it.
just threaten to beat Joseph to death with your dick?
No.
Kinky.
I want to have one.
Kinky.
Oh,
What the heck, Cass?
And even if I did, then sure as fuck would I use it on him.
I mean,
Fair
you're
enough.
using it to hurt him, so I figured it would even out.
Okay, so I wouldn't be the one she'd use it on. She would probably use it on Allie.
Cold out!
Oh.
No! It squeezed the fuck out of me, but good luck. I'm a power sub.
house.
Okay.
Which means she just, like, let Allie step on it.
Wait,
Pretty much.
And she'll be very aggressive about it.
no!
Like, oh yeah, fucking.
Am I no!
Hold on. It goes to go check another channel. Laughs.
I'll fight every one of you!
What
No,
did
you
I
won't.
do?
You let it happen.
Guilty by association.
Enabler.
Basically.
I can stop it.
Oh, here it is.
I will
To
cry
be
in
fair,
squeaky toy noise.
Becky's right. She has about as much power of stopping this as you do.
You have no power.
I
Allie,
will
I
cry
mean,
in squeaky toy noise. What are you
Kohaku, I'm
doing?
sorry for what I'm about to
No.
Don't.
No, what are you doing?
What?
If it's something I don't like, I'll squeak into the mic, I swear to God.
Squeak.
Hold on.
Everyone's
This
going down
one,
ship with
This
me.
one. This one.
Oh God, you're sending it to me in DMs? Oh, fuck my life. What
Oh
is
my
this?
God.
Vanilla's too high.
Oh, what the heck are you
I'm
sending
sorry, but my vanilla isn't even that high. Shaking my head. God.
Oh,
Oh.
Lord.
Makes me feel like a fucking degenerate.
That's the
Well-
squeak.
What was that?
I told you I had a squeaky toy note. I told you guys, I have a legitimate squeaker.
Oh.
Okay. I have embarrassed Kohaku today. I have achieved.
Anyone
Too
can-
bad you didn't
My
actually
work
fluster
is
me.
done.
Nah,
You
I know I
have
can't
thus
fluster you.
achieved Nirvana.
Kohaku, I know I can't fluster you.
Good.
I am a guy.
Can I just talk in squeaky toy noise from now on? Like,
No, please, for the love of God.
No.
Can you
Who
not,
are you,
please?
Gordon the
Please?
Gopher?
I
Thank
know, I'm
you.
fucking with you. I put it away.
Please, thank you.
Who are you, Sweep from Sooty? Remember that, Becky?
Yeah. Yeah, City and Sweep. Hey, oh, it's City and Co. Everyone say hello. There's City and Sweep and Bountiful Soup and little Scampers too. There's the fun allure with the terrible four. Just you wait and see. It's City and Company.
Oh my gosh, you just freaking nostalgia blasted my brain. Nobody knows what we're talking about, but I'm still,
It's
oh my god.
it's an old kiddie show. I think that was only on the UK. It's about this these hand little puppets, and this dog squeaks like for Saga's little squeaker, and there's this little bear
Yeah.
called a little yellow bear with black ears called Sooty, and he never talks, and he only can talk if like the human goes over and listens to them talking.
Goes over to their ears, like as if he's whispering in their ear.
Yeah.
And he can use magic.
Oh yeah. Izzy, Wizzy,
He has a
let's
magic
get
wand.
busy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there was Sue, she could talk. She was the only one that could talk.
Sue was the only one that can talk. If I remember, Scamp was City's cousin or something.
Nephew, I think, maybe.
Maybe. Kind of like you know Basil Brush. He had.
I don't know if anybody knows who Basil Brush is. I know who Basil Brush is.
Yeah. He has a
Basil Falties.
Basil Fawlty, yes.
Yeah, Basil Brush is a really old puppet. He's been around since
At least the 60s,
yes,
if not earlier.
yeah, the 60s, maybe later 50s, probably. Yeah, he's been like on for the TV for years, and they did like kind of this Basil Brush show where he has his cousin. Oh,
He had a cousin? I never knew that.
yeah, he had cousin Mortimer. That's it. Who's like Basil, but oh golly, what the heck? I just got an alert.
Oh no.
No, that was like on my thing saying something, and I was like, what the heck? I think someone. Oh yeah, someone
Hi.
Jojo donated 200. What? Donated £200? What?
What?
200 pounds? It said $20.
$20. Oh, okay. I couldn't read that because I was like, wait, what? I heard it earlier that it scared the living.
Where's the
crap out-
decimal?
Oh,
Yeah, there's a decimal.
Oh yeah, donated
I was like,
26.
I better not have fucking done $200.
Donated $20. Oh my god, thank you.
Oh.
Why?
Our first donation. Hey.
Oh, and $20. Hold on, let me check my reward tier list. You're gonna enjoy this. You get to have a rabid Wolverine let loose in your pants.
I mean, okay, I don't want that. You can keep that.
I thought it was
But
going to
you
be something
already
from your
donated.
OnlyFans.
It's the reward tier.
Yeah,
Oh god, what have I done?
That alert scared me because I forgot. Oh yeah, I got
Good.
Alert-
I have scared you during this podcast. Good. It is officially the Spooky Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, that scared the living crap out of me because it was like, I was like, oh, what the it's just a notification let me know that someone donated and the thing went,
Hold on.
yee.
I need to change a ringtone or something to the Halloween theme. So it feels like Michael Myers is at my door all the time.
So, yeah. Wow, we got our first donation. Let's hope,
Yay!
yee, $20.
Turn it into pound coins and just roll in it.
All right. So I'm actually going to be leaving here shortly. I have D&D prep I need to get done for my
Alright.
session
Okay.
tonight.
Alright.
So it was a wonder to be on the podcast. Goodbye, everybody.
Goodbye.
Ah, bye.
Bye.
Okay, Karaku.
Goodbye.
I cry.
Liquor.
Ekere.
Big tears.
Hmm.
Why do you cry?
Why do I not cry? I'm
There is no reason to
short.
not.
I'm goblin. I am tired.
Should we...
Am I going to sleep yet? Nah.
Aw.
Why do you cry, small fry? Do you not know Jon Snow? Fly crow.
Ah!
No, yeah. Should we
Jon Snow.
end it from here, or do you want to try and make a 2-hour podcast?
Oh, I can
So
keep going.
whoever directed the girl on the 3rd floor, I need to ask you, how is it someone's gonna be in a whole ass whorehouse and not realize cum is terrorizing them? How are they gonna look at it and not immediately know it's cum? I fail to see like the first scene in this guy's new house. He's cleaning up a puddle of cum next to a
Guys
sink.
know
It's
the
like
smell.
a
They know
puddle.
what it is.
It's a
Bring it-
puddle too. It's like a
Ew.
puddle next to a single used condom.
Yeah.
First of all, How? That's way too much. One used condom making that big of a puddle makes no sense. Second,
I mean,
you know, after the first time you clean up a puddle of cum, cum. You know when it starts coming out of, pun intended, coming out of your walls. You know when your shower gives you a facial that any Silicon Valley director would be
It's-
proud of.
Okay. Is this whole movie a bukkake scene?
Essentially, yes.
Wow.
Yeah, pretty much.
Like,
Jeez.
he goes to take
I
a
want to
shower and his faucet's not working right.
No.
So he turns the water pressure up even more, and like you see a little clear stream start to drip out, and you
That's the
already
pre.
know what
That's the pre.
you already know what's coming. Yeah, like it's just the calm before the storm. It's the pre. And next thing you know, it's just all over his face. Like
I
his
wanna
mouth
know
is
how they made that.
open.
what is the substance that they used for that? I need to know. I'm confused.
Part
Real
of me
cum, duh.
hopes
They
it
had
was
donations.
actual. Yeah, part of me hopes it was actual like adult industry grade fake cum.
Oh yeah, it is fake cum, isn't it? I was gonna say maybe
Another
horse.
part of me wants to say they just went to the sperm bank and cleaned them out.
The horse sperm bank.
Oh god. Ew.
Fuck.
So those parents must really enjoy this now for their kids.
I
Wait,
wouldn't.
no.
I wouldn't let my kid watch that.
If you don't let your
Daddy,
kid watch
is
the
that
girl on
coming
the
out of the
third floor,
wall?
you are parenting wrong.
Wait, no.
Why?
Dad.
Isn't letting them watching it worse parenting than not watching them?
That's the joke.
God damn it.
That's the joke.
That's the joke.
Lack of influence and supervision is even worse than being strict. In my opinion. But I'm not a parent, nor will I ever be.
I don't know. Could happen.
Nope.
I'm sorry, but hearing you talk in that voice is just giving me Randy Feldface flashbacks. And needless to say, this isn't the last time I'll be catching the bus to Broadmeadows.
I don't get that reference.
Randy Feldface is an Australian
Oh yeah,
comedian.
yeah.
He's a puppet. Like just a
I
ventriloquism
should know that. We love
puppet.
puppets.
Or
Obsessed
not
with
really
puppets.
ventriloquism, more like Sesame Street, but
Yeah.
adult Sesame Street. And he does this bit where he talks about like one man's To Kill a Mockingbird is another man's 50 Shades of Grey. And he goes on this whole tangent like he boldly pressed his throbbing member up against my shoulder and whispered sensually into my ear, "Tickets, please." Needless to say, that won't be the last time I catch the bus to Broadmeadows.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Oh,
I want to
God.
hear Orson Welles reading 50 Shades of Grey.
Oh no. If we ever do 50 Shades,
Get
Careful
Maurice
now,
LaMarche to read
Anastasia.
that.
if we ever do 50 Shades
I've
of Grey, it would be.
prepared a contract for you to review and sign. The only thing you've disagreed with seems to be the anal fisting. Could you please elaborate on that?
I have no words.
Oh god, if we ever do 50 Shades of Grey, it would have to be SpookyClub After Dark. Like was
Yeah.
intended for adults and only adults ears.
What voice would you pick to do? to read it in.
Oh God. I could tell you for this. When I saw the trailer for
King Candy.
50 Shades of Grey for the movie,
Yes, I would love to do it.
King Candy. Oh God. And I'm disappointed by the movies 50 Shades of Grey because it was supposed to be an 18 because the book's adult, so by it by all means of fair logic, the movie should also be 18 for adults.
What was it? 15?
It was a 15, but
Don't tell me it was.
it was not done well.
Okay.
It
If you
should
said
have been.
12A, I would have been very angry.
I can't remember. I think it was like a 15 or a 12. It was supposed to be an 18, purely because of how steamy the book is. I thought there was gonna be like
Exactly.
massive sex scenes, but there's not. And I'm like, what the fuck? Are you kidding me?
So lame.
It is. Trailer
Oh well, it's just.
is good,
Huh?
but I was just like, the movie in general, it's it's still oh my, but it doesn't feel like like you feel disappointed because it's not an 18 when it should be an 18. It's like Deadpool with
I
the
just
share.
got reminded of the scene in Simpsons where the old lady that Bart works for to get money for a comic book.
Oh
And
yeah.
she watches the drama and she says, "Filthy, but genuinely arousing."
Yeah, I remember
Oh,
that.
it's horrible.
I remember that.
She would watch it though. She's into that. I'll get the iodine.
Alright, shall we finish from here? Because we've been doing this for like over 2 hours.
Sure, why not?
Sure.
Alright.
Hey, just these. I'm sorry. Excuse me.
Bless you. Who would like
Thank you.
to end it, or should I do it?
Until
try.
next time,
Yeah.
stay classy, stay fresh,
Stay
and
safe.
whatever you do, well, just steal my fucking thunder, why don't you? You want to do
Sorry.
the outro on your own? Because that is how you do the outro on your own.
Sorry,
Go ahead, Mr. Tough Guy.
Subscribe. Join us next week for this.
Damn it.
I'm sorry. I prematured. I'm sorry.
Oh my god.
It's all good.
Oh, God. Hey, Az, would you like to do your usual thing?
What's my usual thing?
It's like, and as always, we're watching you sin.
Oh, God, I completely forgot about that. And as always, we're watching you sin.
Oh,
How did you forget
wait,
about that?
no.
Thanks, guys, for watching. Hopefully, once we get more, well, hopefully, we should get our first comment dub up soon. She says, hoping.
Let's hope.
Yeah,
I'd like to do it live. That'd be cool.
A live comic dub? Oh,
Yeah.
I don't think there is.
that would be cool, but it would be like really hard to organize.
That would be really hard. Plus, I'll have to like show the video of what we're voicing and such, and no
Okay,
comic
you
dub is
just
ever done live.
just stream it.
It's all pre-recorded.
Oh, okay. I thought it was an actual comic.
Yeah, we are
Like
actually
this picture.
we are dubbing like an actual comic. I managed to get our first green light from an author. So yeah, we got our first green light, and hopefully, if you guys want us to do another one, and if you're like an author or something, be like, hey, can you comment dub this? Write in our comments, and we'd be more than happy to.
I can't wait for all the
Okay.
DC recommendations.
We can only hope. Alrighty, and we're gonna stop. Alrighty,
That's a wrap.
that's a wrap.
Nice.